Over the 8 steps to success. Something that has absolutely nothing to do with the industry. These are 8 steps that if you follow them in your personal life, your relationships, your business, you will be successful if you apply them every single day. You learn it on your first day of the business. It holds true for your entire life to the last day that you're alive. Step number 1, have a great attitude. Can't be stressed enough how important it is. It's the very first step to being successful. Doesn't matter what you do in life. If you go about it in a negative way, you are going to surround yourself with negativity. You should always have a positive attitude, no matter what you're doing. It is the only way to bring positivity around you. If you're trying to run a business and you want to promote positivity within that business, it all starts with you. All right. If you're going to try and attract positive people, it all starts with you. That's why step number 1 is always have a great attitude. Step number 2, be on time. All right. On time is not on time. On time is late. If you're going to be on time to something, you need to be there at least 15 minutes early. Think about it. If you were to actually have the opportunity to, say, meet one of your idols in life, all right, and they say, be here at 3 o'clock. Are you going to show up at 3 o'clock to be there? Absolutely not. You're going to be there a half hour ahead of time. You have to treat your business the same way. You have to be on time. You have to be ahead of schedule. It has to be something that you work towards. When you do that as a leader, you do that as a manager, your reps are going to see that. Your employees are going to see that. Friends and family members are going to see that. You're going to set a new standard for those that surround you. All right, and that's the whole idea of being a manager, being a leader, is to set that example. Step number 2, be on time, super important. Step 3, be prepared. Be prepared for everything, all right? Whatever your job entails. If you're outside and there's a possibility that it might rain, make sure that you have rain gear available, all right? If your job entails you to write out a contract, make sure that you have those contracts available. All right, whatever it is that you're going to do, you need to always be prepared. If I'm going to write on a chalkboard or a blackboard, I'm going to make sure that I have chalk or make sure I have an expo marker. Every aspect of your day, from the time that you wake up to the time that you go to bed, you should be prepared for. So the night before you go to sleep, you prepare your clothes for the next morning. That's how you make sure that you get to work on time. Step 3 is basically a cornerstone for all the other steps to be successful. Constantly be prepared, even positivity. If you're prepared to take the negatives that come on an everyday basis from the time you wake up, from the time that you go to sleep, you're going to be able to be more positive. All right? Step 4, work your full day. Doesn't matter if you work 9 to 5, doesn't matter if you work 12 to 9, doesn't matter if you work from 8 a.m. until the sun goes down. Work your full day. The second you take your foot off the gas, somebody else is going to pass you. All right? The only way that you're ever going to be successful is by taking it to the max every single day. Work your T correctly. All right, by T we mean territory. All right, it's definitely a term that we use within the business, but it can mean anywhere. If the territory that you're working is in aisle 5 in Kmart, you better make sure that you're working aisle 5 in Kmart the way that it's supposed to be. You know how to do your job. It gets explained to you. You need to make sure that you are working it correctly. All right. Step 6, maintain your great attitude. We talk about step 6 more than anything in the world. At least in this office, I know we do. Because maintaining your great attitude is just as important as having it. All right, you can start off really good at something, but the second you start taking negatives, the second you start taking no's to the face, you lose that attitude. It goes somewhere, and that's what stops you from being successful. Step 6 is super important. It's one you often hear people talk about. Make sure you maintain that great attitude. Step number 7, know why you are here and know where you are going. This is probably the most important of the 8 steps of success, in my opinion. All right, what is the reason that you got involved in whatever industry it is that you're doing? What is the reason that you are waking up? Why are you going to work on time? Why do you want to be successful? Friends and family, you want to make it big, make $1 million, make sure they live comfortably. That's a very common goal. Just wealth in general. I just want to be rich. Fame. I just want to be famous. I want to be able to do whatever I want. Whatever your why is needs to be strong enough to keep you here every day. And where you're going. Why am I working these huge hours, these long hours every single day? What is the payout? Where am I going to end up? All right, now, it was told to me by someone who's a lot smarter than I am that they used to work for their kids. So every day on their notebook when they would go out and work their day, they would have pictures of their kids right there. So they would look at it every single time and know why they were working. So they wouldn't give up whatever they were doing. Because it would be like giving up on your kids. You would never do that. You would never give up on your dreams. If you know why you're here and you remind yourself of that every single day, you're going to continue to work the full day. You're going to continue to work with a positive attitude. You're going to be on time. You're going to be prepared. Which leads us to step 8, take control. All right, take control has literally nothing to do with your job. It's a mentality. It's a state of mind. The ability to take control of any situation, whether it's your personal life, your romantic life, your friends and family, any situation, take control of it. Do not let life lead you on a leash. Know what you want and get it. That's the difference between people who are successful and people who let failure just crush them and give up. All right, your ability to seize a moment, your ability to step up, and your ability to take control of everything. If you follow these 8 steps to success, I guarantee you will be successful in whatever endeavor you do. Make sure that you teach it like this, make sure that you train others about it, and more importantly, make sure you are showing it yourself. This has nothing to do with an entry level to a job. This is going to hold true from the first day that you walk in, to the first time that you run your own office, to the first empire that you build.